Hey there, good evening. You know, I spend always like a couple of seconds reminding people that this is a chronicle of record. My progress over the next will be 5 years. I've only started recently, as you can tell. And for those who don't know, I started this channel back in November, and the whole point of it is to chronicle my progress over the next 5 years in what I call established musicianship, meaning an advanced level of play as a guitarist, um, a good singer, and that's essentially it, and performer, right? Being on stage. And I have a gig tonight. I made a mistake. I mean, it was a good mistake. It was a necessary mistake. I'm properly spent and exhausted, and because I had a open mic on Monday, an hour away from here, public transportation. I had one the next night at another place, and then I went to this Jon Gomm event where you saw in my post to watch the percussive guitarist. He's more than that, but percussion is basically his staple. And the whole reason why I did it was really an accident, the Tuesday gig. But I'm glad because, as you saw, I'm actually quite proud of it. It went better than I thought, in so much as I learned a lot from it. So this is a metronome, and as you saw in my preview, if you did see my preview, I'm trying, inspired by John's performance last night, of including percussion into my playing. It's good to have as many. It's good to have as much as you possibly can in your guitar arsenal, or as that guy Tony Policastro says, your guitar arsenal. But I think he refers to guitars in that respect. But so here we are now. We're 2 minutes in, and I'm still blabbing. But what I'm trying to do is basically, I did it without the metronome this morning, but I want to do it with the metronome. And I don't know if you will hear it, but just to demonstrate how challenging this really is, okay? So I don't know if you can hear that. I'm guessing you can. So what I'm going to try and do is something really quite simple. Introduce a strumming pattern, and then just make stuff up, and let's see what that looks like a month from now. And John even advised, start slow. Slow it down as much as you can, even if it's as simple as, I assume what he meant was this. You see what I mean? So I was on for some of that, a bit off on others, but let's see if I can include two knocks, right? Keep in mind this is a hydrolaminate guitar, so it doesn't have the same percussive functionality, if you will. These are not the types of tonal woods ideal for that, but let me try two knocks, okay? Oops. Now the goal is to be able to do that with the metronome for a good 5 minutes, say the length of a song. and then introduce variety, because this sounds kind of boring, doesn't it? Essentially using your percussion repertoire as a metronome, whereas a guitarist will follow a drummer. Um, he's following himself, and that's essentially what I'm going to be trying for the next until next week. I'm never going to do more than 2 gigs per week. I don't think it's too much. I'll do 1 gig. If I do 2 gigs, they'll be either 1 or ideally 2 days apart, because I need time to practice on theory. I need to do other things, and I also have a profession that I love, and in the daytime I'm a dog walker as well, and it's just a blast walking these very, very, very affluent dogs in Richmond. And so I think once, twice, once or twice a week is enough to develop your performance abilities, but minimum once a week, and then focus the rest of the time on developing technique, and finding your voice through all these various tools that you learn along the way. So I'm going to continue with this. I hope it's not annoying listening to that metronome. Let's see if I alternate the taps. If that gives it a bit more of a pizzazz. Let me do that again. I want to stick to 60 beats per minute, okay? See, I'm off. The strum is on the beat, and see, I already went off course, so let me try that again. I don't want this vid to go past 10 minutes for you guys. If I'm going to be easy on myself today, I should at least be easy on you. Yeah, that's a hard one. Okay. How about if I do The Weight, right, with this, by the band. All right. Oh boy, horrible. I'm forgetting the chords because of this simple pattern. So we know it's A major, C sharp, C sharp minor 7, and C minor 7 and D major. So yeah, something along those lines. I'm going to leave it at that. So that's what I'm working on. And I don't know what 1 month from now looks like, but let's find out. Thanks for tuning in. We're already at 10.5 minutes, and I've already broken my promise to you. God bless. I will post tonight's gig tomorrow. Shut up. I'll post tonight's gig tomorrow after I get back from work. And that's it. Wishing you all a beautiful evening. Talk soon.